So this meeting is hereby called to order. We'll have the national anthem. Give me a minute to share. Thank you. Good evening and welcome everyone to the Rotary Club of Abija Jabi Lakeside's online fellowship. We'll begin with Rotarian Maimuna. Can you please give us the four-way test? Is Rotarian Maimuna with us? Rotarian George.
Hello, my president.
Yes, please give us the four-way test.
Good evening, my president, fellow Rotarians, guests, and friends. Test. First, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned? My president, the four-way test.
Thank you very much. Rotarian Modupe, please give us the object of Rotary. Rotarian Modupe, please unmute.
The object of Rotary. The objective of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular to encourage and foster first, the development of acquaintances as an opportunity to service. Second, high ethical standards in business and professions, and recognition of worthiness of all useful,
Of all useful occupations.
Of all useful occupations. And the...
Okay, let me help you. And the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. Third, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. Fourth, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service. Thank you very much, Rotarian Modupe.
Thank you, my president.
Okay. So I'd like to take this time out to welcome all our visiting Rotarians and guests. We have Rtn Alicia Nickols, PDG Shama. We have our own DGE in the house, Rotarian Ayo Oyedokun, Rotarian Gloria Thomas, okay, Philip, or President, Philip of RC Tema Meridian, you're welcome. Then the Lakers, All Lakers here present, you're welcome to today's meeting. And all are visiting Rotarians, Rotarian Chill, Rotarian Ayo, Monday, Rotarian Abdul Razak. Sorry, I got that right. You're all welcome to today's meeting. So without further ado, we will go straight to the business of the day, because I have a feeling that we're going to be at it for a while. Rtn Alicia Nickols is going to be speaking to us today on the humanitarian commitment to development by state via football, inclusive of hospitals, clinics, education, and football. So I have, she's here with us. I have Rotarian Chioma Obi of the Rotary Club of Abija, Jabi, Lakeside, who would be introducing our guest to us. Rotarian Chioma Obi, you have the floor.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our guest speaker, who will be taking us on a knowledge cruise on humanitarians' commitment to development through football and hospital education. As we may know, this is a subject that we should all be deeply interested in, because either ourselves or a close member of our family is an ardent football fan. Also, in this era of COVID-19 pandemic, every knowledge about hospital operations or investment in hospital operations is an added advantage. Our speaker is a director at a renowned sports and entertainment firm in the United States of America. She's an expert business developer, she's an evangelist, and a distinguished Rotarian with more than 15 years experience and advanced knowledge in communication, football development, and endorsements. And I believe that she will be dissecting today's theme to our understanding. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming a seasoned athlete manager, negotiator, orator, and humanitarian juggernaut, Alicia Nichols.
Thank you. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. And one of the questions that I have been asked before is, can we really advance and develop healthcare and education by the way of football? And hello, my name is Alicia Nichols. As stated, I've been a Rotarian for about 15 years. I have served as district trainer in various capacities in district leadership. And as well, I have been with the, I was a district trainer with the District 6270 in USA. And currently I am a Rotarian with Rotary Club of Great Britain and Ireland, and that's District 1130. So as relates to the question of whether we can advance the areas of healthcare and education through football, I am an intermediary. I'm an agent with that represents professional athletes and artists, but I also am the president of Maya Professional and Maya Professional Development. And one of the things that we are doing right now with Maya Professional Development is we have what is called the Presidential Scouting Excursion. And with that Presidential Scouting Excursion, we bring decision makers from clubs, from professional clubs in Europe and other places, but we're looking at Europe. We bring them to the country, and because young people, because our athletes, of course, at some point they retire, and we have to continue to bring in new talent that will continue to make the industry sustainable. So as we bring them over for this excursion to identify talent, we've taken a specific focus in a way that we believe is a strategic plan that will create a sustainable movement within each state. We identify the top talents within the given state of the young people ages 15 to 21. We allow the state to underwrite the cost of that young person coming into the opportunity, or that opportunity to present themselves for gainful employment, because this is for professional contracts for gainful employment. And part of the uniqueness of our program is that in return, we require that that young person sign a document, which we call the Young Humanitarian Professional, in which if they are chosen to start a professional contract through this venue, 1% of their salary goes back to the state throughout the duration of their career for the areas of medical, education, and football. And those scholarships would be directed, that 1% will be directed towards scholarships for young people ages 15 to 21 in that given state. What we require also that they will do is every year annually, that particular state holds some form of a gala of their choosing, and that young person returns to the state or has a family member to represent in order to give those particular scholarships out to the young people, and which remains a sustainable plan. Now, the excitement about that is with that's a required aspect, but there's an additional part of it that is optional on the part of the young person. As many of you all know, football is an extremely lucrative career. Some of these young professionals can leave and they can make hundreds of thousands, they can make millions. So 1% can be huge. So one of the things that we offer the option to that young person to do as well, over and beyond that initial commitment of that 1% that goes back in scholarships, is we allow them the opportunity to give willingly additional funds of their choosing towards hospitals and clinics within that given state. Now, we as Rotarians, we look at what we call matching grants. We know that we have district designated funds. We have money, and for our visitors, we have money that we have allocated each term that is directed towards whatever projects our districts or our clubs, and a combination our districts identify. And we know that clinics and hospitals are one of the great needs within various communities throughout Nigeria. So we have given the young person the option that they're able to bring some of their dollars freely back into those projects. So now not only do we, of course, have our DDF if we decided to do something with a project in terms of a hospital or clinic, but we also have those private dollars that they're donating to be a part of this project. So with that being said, individuals that are aware that I had this passion towards striving to build hospitals and clinics and advance healthcare and education within Nigeria, they were giving some different recommendations. And I was talking to some of my circle of influence within USA. And while I was having those discussions, that the individuals shared with me the opportunity for the Project Cure, where they would give the 100 beds free to nonprofit organizations. Of course, that would involve the shipping. So I segue into that for a different group here that recognizes the question has been is how we've gotten to that point. When I heard of the ability for us to have 100 free beds that could be given to our organizations quickly, I reached out and contacted my fellow Rotarians and friends in Nigeria and let this be known. So since then, we have taken up this project of the 100 beds, and we've begun to identify where we would give those beds when we would seek to secure them as a district. That's what my understanding is. There's a special aspect of that I want to pinpoint, and I think that it will make a lot more sense for you now, as we've had various discussions about the primary focus within Nigeria oftentimes has been in the donations of such as that of medical equipment and things of that nature would only go to the public hospitals, to the government funded hospitals, and not to privately owned hospitals. I respect that judgment fully, and I understand the basis and premise for that. And I'm sure that you as well will understand the basis and premise of why I would suggest that we reevaluate that as Rotarians, as leaders, as pillars within our community, based on why, as you can see from this particular program and movement that we intend to take from state to state, allowing states to advance, allowing states to benefit from their young people who go out to be gainfully employed and are bringing a sizable salary back, aside from the fact that the young people are able to give funds that will allow us hospitals, we recognize that those will be private hospitals. Those will not be public hospitals. So with that, I challenge and charge my fellow Rotarians to consider that this is a place where we want to get on board as leaders in the community and be the voice for the community. I know that some of the statements have been along the line of, well, we don't do things for the private hospital because a lot of our general community and populace cannot afford to access the services. I believe that that's where we come in. With the project with Jabi Lakeview Hospital, I have already had a discussion with them early on, and we have solidified some basics of a memorandum of understanding that should happen. One of the things that I requested is if we were involved as relates to their hospital, or if your club and your Rotarians were involved as relates to them and that 100 beds, some of the things that we should look at considering is like, annual for those club members that are that direct club that's affiliated, annual prostate checkup for the men that are in the club, annual mammograms and OBGYN gynecological for the women that are in the club, looking at scholarships for the young people in the areas of medical, that they're able to advance in the career as doctors, as nurses, as radiologist technicians and otherwise. And also looking at internships within the hospital where the individuals, young people, are able to come and to learn the specified skills as related to the different technology, because we do plan to have state-of-the-art technology in any of these facilities that we advance, because that's what is needed within the community at large. So those are just 4 of the negotiations that I've already made with that particular hospital, and they had a wholehearted yes. And I stated to them early on that the Rotary Club will evaluate the community in and of itself, and they will have a different set of additional requests based on what they see the needs to be. And I said there could be some suggestions of things where there are scholarships that are there that are for community members that would not normally be able to access a private facility, that they would be able to be served. Maybe something for women and children. I couldn't define that because it takes the community to define that. But I did enter into that discussion. So what I want to say on that is that I challenge you to recognize and to embrace the fact that as Rotarians, we are a voice for the community. And with this opportunity for multiple clinics and hospitals to be erected via the sustainable plan of building hospitals by way of our dollars and our advancement of our talents from football, we as Rotarians need to be at the forefront, being the voice for the community, making the way and paving the way that they have access to the private hospitals, as opposed to us backing up and saying we only do service for public hospitals. I believe that there is some accessible care, some things that can be done that our community can advance, and the quality of life difference that it will make for some of these community members who may not have the finance to be able to access a private hospital is a reason for us to pull up a chair to the table and to have some earnest discussions, to negotiate with these entities, to embrace what we need them to do to serve us and also to serve the community at large. So with that being said, I would ask you, or I would say what the question has been asked of me is, can we advance our states through football in the areas of education, and healthcare? And I hope then that you would agree with me. The answer is yes. My hope is that in this, as we look at these facilities that will be privately held facilities, that you and I as Rotarians will change the shape of what medical care looks like, and that we will help each of our community members to have access to private care that could make a difference in life or death and allow them to have a quality of life difference that they may not have had thus far. So I thank you. I thank you for the opportunity for you to hear, to know, to share in the thoughts and the perspective, the vision that we are going forward with. Our first venue will be March 29th through April 2nd. Our second is scheduled for May, and that's in Enugu. And our second venue has already been identified by the Lagos state government. I have been in discussions, and that is for the third week of May. And our third venue is, I can't remember the name of the state. It starts with an A. It's not, and that is a call that I received just this morning for the third, for October, for the month of October. So with that, states are wrapping their minds around the concept and seeing the vision and the ability to bring those dollars and cents back and make a quality of life difference. I challenge you, my fellow Rotarians, let's be sure that we're leading the way and making a difference in these private facilities. Thank you.
Thank you,
If you have any questions, I'm open to accept them.
So, we have a district governor-elect, Rtn Alicia Nickols. So do you have any comments? Hello, sir, are you with us? We also have a district governor nominee from District 9140. DGN Omotunde Lawson. You're welcome, ma. If you have any contributions, please unmute and speak. Thank you. Hello. DGE, are you on? Okay, he's on. Yes. Sorry, you're muted.
Okay, sorry, I was not allowed to unmute myself, so I couldn't talk.
Okay.
Funny enough, I'm driving now, and I know I have to come back in another 10 minutes. So just please continue. I'll join you in shortly. Let me just find a way to park.
Oh, okay. DG Lawson.
PDG Tony wants to say something, President.
Okay, please, PDG Tony, go ahead.
Okay, Alicia, this is an outstanding initiative. Well done to start with. I'm interested to know, how far do you think you can take this? Because you mentioned in your address that
very important.
your objective is to lead to professional contracts.
That I mentioned in my sharing that it would lead to professional contracts.
Yes.
Correct. For the footballers?
Yes, that's right.
This is correct. The whole premise of the decision makers, they are presidents or sporting directors of professional clubs that are coming for the sole purpose of securing talents for services, for jobs as professional footballers for their clubs. So yes, they would be getting professional contracts. They're moving from not being, maybe there could be professional there already, but they're moving into professional contracts. That is correct. Those that are chosen. And we have identified only top talents that we are bringing on display. So we are confident that a number of them will be.
So given that you're already identifying talent, and given that your stage is only in Nigeria, have you thought about engaging clubs in the United Kingdom?
There are some individuals that are being contacted, but we have, yes, and that's an excellent question. That is an excellent question. Yes, we have, and yes, we will, and yes, we anticipate doing that. We do. Our agency CEO and in-house legal is an agent from UK, and as my office is in UK, we do have those relationships. The basis and premise is that there's a one little different dynamic in terms of the UK as relates to requirements. The requirement of the player to come into the UK to play has a different set of parameters that they have to have certain things in place. Not necessarily a grassroots player per se, but they often have to have national team experience, a certain amount of caps, and even if the really club and some of the clubs, there are other requirements as well. But so there's a little bit more of a narrow edge on that. But yes, most definitely we will be engaging that particular aspect and dynamic of UK clubs, no doubt. And they are being invited. Pretty much anyone that we have relationships with are being invited and considered. However, I will preface, we aren't looking for large clubs. We're looking for small clubs where they can go and advance highest for future sale.
So my question to you is, if there's any way I can help, please let me know.
Oh gosh, if there is any way you can help, I will definitely be in touch. So thank you for offering. I look forward to discussing that with you more.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Rotarian Gabriel, please unmute and speak.
Thank you very much, my president. Good afternoon, DGE, PDG, our speaker, Rtn Alicia. My name is Gabriel. I'm the president of the Rotary Club of Wuse Central, District 9125. I've had the opportunity to be on the same platform with you, and I know we've had a number of conversations surrounding this particular project, particularly the hospital project you are talking about. At least I'm seeing you today face to face. And even though I've invited you severally for my club's meeting, which you've never actually honored, nonetheless, I'm so happy to see you today.
Yeah, I've seen them. Thank you for the invites. I have seen them, and I will address them at a
several of them, yes. Thank you very much. Well, yeah. And private hospital partnerships and negotiations with the hospital. Now, having listened to you and then coming to the final part of your presentation regarding the issue of negotiation with the hospital in which you desire to submit or to present these 100 beds for them to consider, giving treatments to the less privileged in the society. Well, okay, supposing we negotiate with them today, myself and the president of Jabi Lakeside, and then by the end of June, we are gone. What is the fate of these people after our tenure? And probably it will be very difficult for you to now come back and begin to say, we have this relationship with Rotary and therefore honor them. And how do we ascertain who will come to the hospital within the community? So as to know that this particular arrangement is available for them to access at the hospital. Well, thank you very much.
Oh, well, those are some excellent questions, and I'm glad that you brought those up. Well, we first and foremost, we are Rotarians, which we strive to serve with high ethics and integrity in business. We do business with those that we know, we like, and we trust. So there's a mutual understanding and there's a mutual respect from one professional to another. With that being stated, how we would do that is first and foremost, we would draft a memorandum of understanding. We would draft an MOU that is stating what their expectations are as relates to us, which is we are a service organization. We serve the needs we serve the needs of those who will serve the needs of the community. So that's pretty clear for us. And then it's drafted and it's listed on there what our expectations are as relates to them. Now, that is the first and foremost facet of it. Without a shadow of a doubt, every one of these hospitals and clinics would see the value in having a relationship with us. Not only the value that we bring as our collective with our various industries and our levels of expertise and our accesses to resources, but also as relates to even the extension of programs similar to this. This is something that they see as valuable. And when a professional sees something as valuable, they're going to guard and protect it. They're not going to run and they're not going to take it lightly, because we have a great value to add to them and they have a great value to add to us. So it's a mutual. That's one aspect. The second aspect is every one of these hospitals and clinics in which we would look for this opportunity to have this mutual collaboration, we're also going to be inviting them into the family of Rotary. Those are some of the best professionals to consider coming and pulling up a table with us and starting to make decisions on how we can advance forward in making quality of life differences. So that being said, any good business, when people see the mutual value in their collaboration, they're going to guard and protect it. Now, as relates to the community and how do you know when a scholarship is created, say there's a scholarship created for, say one of my young professionals decided he wanted to give $1 million, not something that is unheard of with these young footballers and the amount of money they make. Say he wants to give $1 million to one of these hospitals that allows them to service, so many people in various areas until that particular funding runs out. This is business. Therefore, there's documentation that has to be made into who was being seen and when and how. So we have different frameworks and standards here, because you have to remember that these entities are not only in place just to make money. These people are in this industry because they want to add quality of life. These are professionals who have chosen a profession to service people and service the community, to advance life and give care. We don't have to micromanage them. But in the business side of things, we do hold one another accountable. When there are monies given for any donation, you're always going to give a full disclosure of documentation annually. That can be part of the memorandum of understanding, that there is documentation given annually of the people that have been served, and we have a check and a balance. But it shouldn't have to be checked too closely, because I believe that if we can function with ethics and integrity, which I know it can be challenging sometimes, but when people see the value, they're motivated. And I believe it can be a win-win situation. That was an excellent question. Thank you.
Thank you, Rtn Alicia. DJN Lawson, are you back? I think you were trying to.
Yes, I'm here. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma. Welcome back.
Nice to be here with you. Sorry, I was at the district for a meeting, so that was why I joined late. I'm very sorry about that.
No, said, ma.
Yes. Yes, I'm here with you. So I want to thank Alicia for coming on board. And I know that a lot of issues have been raised, concerns, and questions have been asked. And they have thrown a light on what we are proposing to do. And I just want to say that Alicia is a partner and somebody we can work with no matter what we want to do. So that is what I want to say for now. But if you have questions, specific questions to ask me, then I will just answer. Thank you very much. President of Abija, thank you for inviting me. Abija Jabi, thank you for inviting me. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you. Thank
honoring
you.
our invitation. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. So are there more questions? I can't see any hands raised. Is there any other person who wants to make a comment or ask a question? Okay. If there are none, Rotarian Mariam Abdullahi. Rotarian Mariam.
Yes, my president.
Please appreciate our guest speaker and visitors on behalf of the Rotary Club of Abija, Jabi, Lakeside.
Okay. On behalf of the club president, board members, fellow Rotarians of this club, I want to sincerely thank our sister, our Rotarian sister Alicia, for our DG. We thank you for joining the meeting. Alicia, we can't thank you enough. We look forward to doing more with you. We look forward to achieving this dream of ours, this baby you have started. I want to believe you will give us more time to continue to discuss this and then arrive at the real dream that we're looking forward to. Thank you for coming once again. Thank you, Gloria Thomas, for coming on board. We appreciate you for being part of the meeting all the way from Jersey, and Moni Lawson, you're all awesome. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So moving on swiftly, I will display our club account number for Rotarians in Nigeria who would like to contribute to our SAA today. Just give me a minute, I'll share that. So it's SAA time. While SA is going on, you can please make your contributions in the chat room. The account details are displayed on the screen. And we can go ahead to introduce ourselves. A lot of us haven't introduced ourselves. We have new...
I think DG would like to come in first. DG Ayo.
Sorry?
DG Ayo would like to say something. He has raised his hand.
Okay, is he back? He was driving at the time. Okay, DG, please. Go ahead.
All right. Okay, thank you very much, Rotarian President. Thank you very much for those that are joining. District Governor nominee Omotunde Lawson from Lagos, PDG Tony from UK, and PP Vijay from India, and also all the other presidents. Thank you very much for that presentation, Alicia. And we got some more enlightenment about the benefits of this development program, you know, for the youth as well. As we have already discussed and agreed, there's need to take this partnership and this laudable projects, you know, to all the districts in Nigeria as well. So I just want to assure that we would indeed, you know, be partnering with you on this project, and we'll be getting more information on it, you know, as time goes on. And we also hope to receive you in Nigeria based on the dates that you have highlighted as well, so that when we meet physically, we can also continue the discourse. So I look up to when you're coming. I know you've sent me the itinerary. I'll make myself available so that we can meet with you as well and also make this happen. So I just wanted to assure you that this is a project that, you know, we can do, and together we can be able to achieve more mileage. Although based on concerns about private hospitals and public hospitals, we will still, you know, discuss further on that aspect of it. You know, but your idea that we shouldn't not look at the private hospitals, you know, in whatever developmental project we are doing is well noted, and we'll see how we can work on it further. So I just wanted to say a big thank you, despite the fact that the vote of thanks has been done, that I wanted to thank you and also thank DGN Omotunde Lawson for joining, and then we'll definitely discuss further. Thank you very much, and welcome to Abuja.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Can we please have introductions of visiting Rotarians? I see PP Adonis. from the Rotary Club of Cotonou.
Good afternoon, President.
Good afternoon and welcome to Abuja.
Thank you, thank you. It's an easy trip now with Zoom. We can rally any capital of the world now. My name is CP Adonistela Delis. I'm a charter president and past president of Rotary Club Cotonou Locomotive now in Republic of Benin, District 9102, that is Benin, Togo, Niger, and Ghana. And also chairman of the Youth Young Generation Committee for next year in the District Young Generation Committee for next year, because the governorate rotates between the 4 countries, and Benin is taking over the governorship from 1st of July. Our DG, current DG is Yvonne, a lady from Ghana, and the next DG is Rifin, a lady from Benin as well. So that's what we're doing. And I was invited by PPVJ, and I'll always be knocking on your door once in a while. Fellowship. I even provide some presentations on any topic we can agree upon.
Sorry, come again. The last thing.
And also provide any presentation on any topic of choice to all of us. I could be available of us. But yeah.
All right, noted. Thank you very much.
Okay, my pleasure.
Rotarian Monday. I know we met during fellowship, but we haven't been properly introduced. Please unmute. Rotarian Monday, you are muted.
Yeah. Okay. It's a pleasure being invited to this great house by Alicia. And I'm still at the verge of completing my Rotary membership in the UK. But through football, I've done a lot of voluntary work with the Rotary Club, which I'm really pleased. And when this opportunity came, I said, okay, let me be here. Currently, I'm the chairman, Manchester Bulls FC in Manchester. I actually set that up to create opportunity for young athletes from Africa. At the same time, some of those young talented players who are released from the academies. So we bring them in and prepare them for the challenges ahead, because some of them had to get depressed and maybe take their own life, which I think is not the best. Then for those young players in Africa, we think they need more opportunity and exposure, support to develop so that they can understand the real professional game. So we are trying to set ourselves up and prepare for opportunity for those young talents coming from Africa, who will be like an holding base for them in the UK. More discussion will still be done with Alicia, because she's brought more light to what we're doing. So it's a pleasure being here, and I thank everybody for creating that time to make this big dream come true. So I will do my best to contribute, no matter how small it is, for this dream to come true. It's a great innovation for us in Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. P.E. Stephen Agusa.
My Rotarian president. My name is, I'm the president-elect of Wuse Central. My name is Stephen Agusa. It's wonderful to fellowship with your club today. And I hope I will always be around. Thank you.
Thank you. Our president from Ghana, Rotarian Philip Gebu. RC Tema Meridian, please.
Hi, thank you, Rotarian President. It was great fellowship with you tonight. I really enjoyed the topic. Unfortunately, I couldn't ask a question, so I hope next time I'll do that, but I still up, and I really enjoyed the presentation. Thank you for the invitation, and I hope you also join us in our meeting next week.
Yes, I'll be there. Ghana is always fun. Yes, I always have fun when I go to Ghana. Yes, thank you.
Oh, really? Yes. The next time you can let us see you.
I enjoyed the meeting yesterday with RC Tesano.
Oh, wow, that was great.
Yeah, the joint meeting was really fun. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
PDG Tony Sharma, I know you introduced yourself, but not everybody got to hear you. Please, can you introduce yourself to the House? Thank you.
Thank you, President. Tony Sharma, Rotary Club of Woodford Green, District 1130, which is London, and I'm based in East London. Vijay very kindly invited me to this meeting, and what can I say? It was just meant to be that what a wonderful fellowship and making so many contacts. And although there's many negatives with COVID, this is definitely a positive. You know, the last time I was in Nigeria physically was 1986. And since COVID, I think I must have had more than 20 odd invitations to visit the country again. I'm already scheduled to be in Delta State and Port Harcourt because of the projects I'm doing there. But now I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed because I think I have to come to Abuja as well. So thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to Mr. Agusa and get an invitation to go to Benin as well, because this can only happen on Zoom. So thank you, President. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. DGN Motunde Lawson, you also spoke and introduced yourself, but please, can you go one more time? Thank you.
I believe that she. Okay, yeah. You have unmuted me. Yes. So good afternoon once again. Rotary leaders in the House, past district governors elect, district governors, nominee, and all our Rotary leaders in the House. I am District Governor Motunde Lawson of the Rotary Club of Lagos West, District 9110, and of course the first female district governor to be in 42 years of our Rotary. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ma.
Yes.
Nice to have you fellowship with us today.
It's my honor and privilege to be here too. Thank you.
Past President Vijay.
No.
Good evening, my President.
Good evening.
Friends, this is past President Vijay Kevalramani from Rotary Club of Thane Royals, India, and I am also honorary member of Rotary Club of Tema Meridian, Ghana. And it's always nice to be fellowshipping with you all and be amongst you all and all Abuja clubs, Gabriel and all who have been attending regularly. Thank you for inviting me, President Nagu and my sister. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Assistant Rotary Public Image Chair, Gloria Thomas, for Zone 22. Are you on, Ma? I know you said you're in a busy place. If it's less busy, maybe you can unmute and speak to us. I think she sent a note, a chat that she was in a very noisy place and couldn't really participate. Rotarian Modupe? Rotarian Modupe, are you with us? Okay. Rotarian Tio Odunlami?
Yes, my President.
Okay, you're back on.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, my President. Good evening, fellow Rotarians and visiting Rotarians. Olufisoye Modupe is my name of the Rotary Club of Jabi Lakeside. You're all welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Rotarian Modupe. Rotarian Tio Odunlami, are you with us? Okay.
We have Vivek Sharma from Asoporo.
Yes, I've seen Vivek. Hi, Vivek. Welcome to the Lakers meeting. Please unmute. Hi, Vivek.
Good evening, my President.
Good evening. You're basically a member of our club now.
Thank you, my President. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Welcome.
So,
introduce yourself.
Yeah. Thank you, my President. Protocol observed, fellow Rotarians, guests of Rotary. My name is Vivek Sharma. from Rotary Club of Socorro Diamond, Abuja Socorro Diamond, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you, PPPJ, Rotarian PPPJ, sir, to share me with this all detail, and is very glad to be here. I'm glad really is very knowledgeable for this information for us over here even itself. I never seen this kind of project even in India Rotary. So this is good for us to learn more. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. President of Worcester Central, Gabriel.
Thank you very much, my President, DGE, PDG. My name is Gabriel Senien. I'm the President of the Rotary Club of Worcester Central, District 9125. My classification is Legal Services Private. Let me just ask Vivek, what is his relationship with PDG Tony Sharma?
Why so? Why are you asking? Are they always in the same meetings?
Vijay is laughing because Vivek Sharma and PDG Sharma all the same. So that's why Vivek is laughing.
Nothing but the surname. Except the surname, I don't think they are sharing.
No, you are not to explain, Vijay. You can allow PDG Tony and Vivek to explain probably.
PDG Tony, please. PDG Tony, please.
PDG Tony, yes.
President Gabriel, what can I say? I met Vivek Sharma online virtually about 6 or 7 months ago, and we have become very good friends. Now, in Indian culture, Sharma is not really the surname. It denotes our religious background. But my parents came from India. They're immigrants in UK, and this is the name I was given. I do have another surname, which then clearly identifies me, but we are of the same religion, and somewhere along the background, we are one. Just like I'm sure, somewhere in my DNA, you must be present as well. We are all Rotarians, and we're all brothers and sisters, and that makes me very happy. Thank you so much.
Okay, we're rounding up soon. Rotary Mariam, please can you introduce yourself? We're rounding up in a bit. Rotary Mariam.
Pratik has joined.
Okay. Rotarian Pratik, please introduce yourself.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
Rotarian.
Am I audible?
Sorry, you're audible. We can hear you.
Yeah. This is Rotarian Rotator, past President-elect Pratik Vidwams from Rotary Club of Thane Royals and Rotary Club of Thane Downtown from Rotary International District 3142, India. Thank you.
You're welcome. PEBC Teru. We're rounding up quickly. Just wanted a round of introduction so that we get to know ourselves. Because I've met about 3 or 4 new people. Good evening. Welcome to today's meeting.
President, good evening, distinguished Rotarians here present and visitors. My name is Rotarian BC Teru. I'm the president-elect of Rotary Club of Abuja Ministers Hill. I defend the classification of information technologists. I'm really very delighted to have been a part of this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So all visiting clubs, do you have any announcements? Any announcements from the district? Okay. If there's none, Rotarian Gabriel, can you please take the toast? To Rotary International, to Nigeria, and to visiting Rotarians.
All on me? Well, thank you very much, my president, for giving me this opportunity for taking a toast for visiting Rotarians. We have Rotarians from Britain, India, I mean, all over Nigeria, Lagos, and some other parts of Africa, and the world over are all here. You have some busy schedule I believe, but you've decided to take your time to be at the meeting of the Rotary Club of Jabi Lakeside. And it is quite heartwarming that we have all met here. And it is interesting that we've had a jolly good meeting. And therefore, I take this toast to all our visiting Rotarians.
To all our visiting Rotarians.
I will take a toast again to Rotary International and Rotarians the world over. Rotary International is an organization that has a seat at the United Nations. We are all joined here in one family by this only organization, Rotary International, and therefore, I would like to give this toast to Rotary International and Rotarians the world over.
To Rotary International and Rotarians the world over.
Thank you very much, my Rotarian president. I hope I've not forgotten anyone.
Nigeria.
Oh, okay. We have no other country except this one, which is the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and which we probably call our own. And it is therefore heartwarming to make a toast to this lovely, great nation with great people, to the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
To the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Okay. Accept the pledge. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend her unity, and uphold her honor and glory. So help me God.
So help me God.
On behalf of the Lakers, once again, I thank you all for coming. Most importantly, DGN Lawson, PDG Shama, Rtn Alicia Nickols, all visiting Rotarians and guests. We have one guest in the house today, Moses, who is about to join the community of 1.2 friends worldwide. I thank you all. It was beautiful meeting all of you. I know that personally today I've met about 3 or 4 new people, and I'm glad. That's the beauty of Rotary. So I look forward to having you come back to the Lakers meeting and having a fun fellowship with us. So I hereby adjourn this meeting to next Tuesday, which is a physical meeting in Nigeria, Abuja.
Vijay can, I mean, all you need to do is to send Vijay a ticket. Let him join us.
Yes, please.
So, send him a ticket.
I am a de facto resident of Nigeria nowadays.
Oh.
Yes. So I look forward to having you at our next online meeting, which is a WhatsApp meeting. Our club meets 4 times in a month, 2 online meetings, 2 physical meetings, 2 online meetings. 1 is WhatsApp, 1 is Zoom. So I look forward to seeing you on the 23rd of March via WhatsApp. Thank you all for coming. I very much appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. Have a lovely evening.